put all this activities in.
Hey man, you're making it more difficult right now. I understand you got a job to do, but at the same time, so do we. We got a scene right now we're trying to work with. The staging area is right here. Any information will be disseminated back there. You move down there. Your vehicle's in the roadway. It's going to be towed.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I know you're the messenger.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Come down there.
Come down here to the block. You see a black van with lights on. Turn right into there. There's a patrol car behind it. Go back by the patrol car.
Come down there. All these.
Oh, you're right. I don't know if they're going to let you any farther.
Is everybody ready? All right. I'll go across the line here in just a second to make sure everybody's ready. Okay, man, you ready over there? Okay, going across. Good. All right. At 11:15 this morning, as services were letting out of Church of Christ at Burnette Chapel on Pinhook Road, a gunman arrived in the parking lot. One woman who was walking to her vehicle was immediately fatally wounded by the gunman, who we believe then entered the rear of the church. Other persons were still inside the church building. The gunman opened fire on them. Multiple rounds were fired inside the church. At this juncture, six innocent persons inside the church were wounded by gunfire. They have been taken to area hospitals. The gunman was wounded by a self-inflicted shot. He too has been taken to a hospital. One of the church members, upon seeing the gunman doing this action inside the church, ran up and confronted him. He was pistol whipped by the gunman. This particular church member has a handgun carry permit. He went to his vehicle, got his gun, came back inside, and according to him, it was then that the gunman shot himself. It is our belief that the gunman's condition is not life-threatening. He is under police guard right now at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. This investigation is going to be continuing, obviously, throughout the day and into the coming week. The persons who were wounded, the innocents, the fire department is telling me that one person appears to be more serious than others, but again, all of those individuals have now been taken to hospitals. I have 3 female gunshot victims who were taken to Vanderbilt University Medical Center, 3 male gunshot victims taken to Vanderbilt. That includes the shooter. The man who was pistol whipped has been taken to Skyline Medical Center, and there is 1 additional gunshot wound victim who was taken to Skyline. A reunification area for family members who had persons at the church today who are concerned about their loved ones. A reunification area has been set up at Beautiful Gate Church at 12316 Old Hickory Boulevard. That is the extent of the information that I have for you at the moment. The gunman has been identified. Certain investigative steps are being taken in regard to that identification, and we will be releasing his identity in the short term.
John?
I don't know. I don't have the names and the relationships at this point of the persons who were shot. We have police officers at the hospital interviewing them and gleaning information the best that they can from the gunshot victims as they're being medically treated.
Is it true the gunman was wearing a clown mask?
That is not true. To my understanding, the gunman was wearing a type of neoprene mask, perhaps that you might see on a skier, a snow skier, one of those half masks.
Is there any relationship that we know of to this congregation?
Not to my knowledge. We believe that the gunman is out of Rutherford County. I am not aware at this moment of any relationship between this man and the congregation. But again, it is very early in the investigation.
How many doors are there to the church?
Again, we'll have to process the scene. The scene has been locked down. All of the victims were taken out by ambulance personnel, by fire department personnel. The scene is locked down. There were a number of witnesses in the church who saw what happened. They have been taken to another building, uninvolved building on the church campus, and they are now being interviewed by our detectives.
So no one's gone home yet of the congregation?
Well, unless they left before we got here. The call to the Emergency Communications Center came in at 11:15.
Can you clarify?
His vehicle for explosives right now. Do they have dogs that are just checking it out?
He arrived here in a blue SUV. One of the dogs did hit on the vehicle, so the hazardous devices unit did check the vehicle. To the best of my knowledge, there are no explosives there. It could well have been that the dogs hit on the vehicle due to the ammunition that had been either in there prior to the dog sniffing it or that remains in the vehicle.
Did anyone describe the weapon? Handgun, long gun?
All of the witnesses now are being interviewed. We have early information that we need to corroborate. We need to make sure what's fact and what's not. So all of that, we'll update you with all of that in the next little while.
Don, can you clarify the church member who was pistol whipped, after being pistol whipped, went out to his car to get his own gun, or that happened after he went to get his gun?
No, it is my understanding that he confronted the gunman, and keep in mind that he gave us this story with significant injuries around his head. So he gave us this account just before leaving for the hospital, that he confronted the guy, was pistol whipped, and went out to his car, retrieved a weapon, came back inside, and then the gunman, according to him, shot himself in the head area.
Did that church member fire any shots?
We do not believe so. He indicated that he did not. Again, we haven't checked his weapon. The weapons that were left in the sanctuary are still there.
Are there security cameras?
Mid-20s.
Are there security cameras inside or out the church?
I don't know.
Any idea how many parishioners were inside when he went in?
Not yet. Okay, we'll be back. It's 1:20 now. I'll make a commitment to come back with you at 1:45. Okay? Thank you.
Turn on my stick.
Oh, you're right. I don't know if they're going to let you any farther.
My name's Bill Hunter. I'm the former minister here at the Burnette Chapel Church of Christ, and I really don't have any hard information to share with you. I understand that there are 8 people that have been shot, including the shooter. Word that I received a few moments ago and needs to be confirmed, but I understand a man just walked in, sat down, and started shooting. So that's basically all I know. I've been trying to get in myself to see exactly what's going on, but that's what I've been told.
But you said you got the call from your son. Was he in the church?
No, he was. He knew somebody that was.
Sir, you said that you heard the pastor and his wife were along. Face this way, baby.
Yes, 1, 2, 3.